All right, Shalom, Akim Shalom, wa Akwath, and Yabashima Shai Baraka Thum. Before I start, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Harakakwadash, and double honor to the elder apostle, the elder bishops of the great millstone. All right, welcome back to another GMS Inspiration of the Almighty. And as you can hear, I'm in transit, so I won't be able to grab the scriptures. I do have certain things jotted down on my tablet, and when it's safe, I'll grab it. But nonetheless, as you can see the title, the strength it takes to persevere. The strength it takes to persevere. That's what I'm going to talk about in this lesson right now. I'm going to talk about persevering for Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, the God, the God that created you. Okay? So if you don't know what the word persevere mean, Lord willing, I may share some light on it for you. And that's exactly what it's going to take to continue on worshiping the Lord and to stay in his good graces. You're going to have to persevere. Now, Elder Apostle Gabor, man, we always said, you may heard brethren, what I'm finna say, you may heard brethren say it before. But from the moment, a lot of brethren was coming in over to YouTube back in 2007 on up, the beginning years of the YouTube, Apostle Gabor will always repeat to us that, look, man, coming to serve the Lord, you're going to have more down days than up. You're going to have more challenging days. You're going to have a lot of days where it just like it sucks. And that's where persevering come in at. That's where persevering come in at. And the strength that it takes to persevere. Now, when you look up the word persevere, I'm here on the etymology. It says to persist in what one has undertaken, to pursue steadily. It says to continue, endure, steadfast, very strict, serious, grave, strict, austere. So, to persevere literally means that you're going to have to climb over some obstacle course. You're going to have to continue. You're going to have to endure. You're going to have to figure out the problem. You're going to have to solve your problems and keep on moving in the spirit of the Lord. Like it says, steadfast, serious. To persist in what one has undertaken and pursued. What we have undertaken and pursued is salvation. Worshiping Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, the true worshipers. That's what we've undertaken, and we know that the scriptures warned us, he that endured to the end, the same shall be saved. So we have to persistently continue, no matter what obstacle come. And you're going to have a lot of obstacles and a lot of things in the way that's going to hinder you, that's going to make you frustrated, that's going to try to get you out the spirit, that's going to try to knock you off the path. But that's where you persevere at. That's where you continue at. You endure seriously and austerely, to pursue steadily. Man, look, man, I've always told myself, I don't give a freak what befalls me. If it's Yahweh Bashim Yahushai will, I'm going to continue on. I'm going to continue it, man. I don't give a freak, man. And then, as I remember as I would say that to myself, and then I would have the other thought, well, guess what? What if you get tortured? What if you this? What if, the real most heinous things you could think of will come to my mind, like, what if you get tortured? What if you this happens? What if you lose this? What if you get that taken? What if this befalls you? And then I would still tell myself, well, man, hey, man, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai will, none of those things will happen to me, but I don't, no matter what, I'm in this thing. So that's my motivation to myself, and I strongly believe that's what it takes. You got to tell yourself, no matter what, literally, no matter what, you're going to persevere. You're going to overcome. You're going to beat the obstacle course. You're going to defeat the challenge. You know what I'm saying? And we have hella challenges that bombard us daily because you worship the Lord. You, like the scriptures tell, you've made yourself a prey. Demons is constantly attacking us in every faction, from your woman to your job to your children to yourself. Illnesses, financial demons, shit, boredom, shit, burning. You want a woman? Oh man. But we got to persevere through all of that. Now I had looked up, is perseverance in the scriptures? Is that word persevere in the scriptures? And sure enough, in the book of Ephesians, the 6th chapter, when it talks about putting on the whole armor of the Heavenly Father, the helmet of salvation, the breastplate of righteousness, the shield of faith, as soon as it finished talking about putting on the armory, the very next verse, the 18th verse of the 6th chapter in Ephesians, it says, praying always with all prayer and supplications in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplications for the saints. So sure enough, it's written in the scriptures to persevere. You know what I'm saying? Like Paul said, to watch thereunto with all perseverance. We're watching the times and all that, and we're going through our daily little struggles and persevering through it. Like it is what it is, man. At this point, it is what it is, bro. You didn't come on, before the truth, you was catching hell concerning this world and how the society is ran. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no different now that we in the truth. It's just that now we understand. So it is what it is at this point, man. You're gonna be getting days where you're getting jacked up. You're gonna have days when everything is good, but overall, when things ain't going too good, that's when you persevering, right? All right. This is Hebrews chapter 3, verse 14. It says, for we are made partakers of Yahushua if we hold the beginning of our confidence steadfast unto the end. That's how you'll be able to be made partakers with Yahushua, is by, the only way you could be on Yahushua's team is if you hold on to your confidence steadfast unto the end. You got to persevere. You got to persevere. We have to persevere. You know, we have to. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be partakers of Yahushua. That means I got to do everything I got to do to get to beat these obstacles that hit me daily. And then Yahushua himself, he had obstacles himself. So it ain't the Yahushua led by example. So we can't have no excuse as far as this was too hard or that was too much. Nah. It actually made me think of, remember when you jump to the book of Matthew 20 and 22, it says, but Yahushua answered and said, you know not what you ask. Are you able to drink of the cup that I should drink of? And shall you be baptized with the baptism that I am baptized with? They said, we are able. And he said unto them, you shall drink indeed of my cup, and be baptized with the baptism that I am baptized with. But to sit down on my right hand and on my left, it is not mine to give, but shall be given to them of whom is prepared of my Father. Remember the sons of Zebedee. This is what that was talking about. They asked they asked if they could sit on the right hand and the left of Yahushua. And Yahushua talked about a cup. That's what he told them. He talked about a cup. And what did that cup represent? All the trials all the testing that you're gonna go through. And Yahushua said, are you able to drink of it? Meaning that, in other words, if you wanted to put another word there, Yahushua could have said, or it could have been written that, are you able to persevere? Are you able to persevere? You know? Are you able to persevere? So, what did the sons of Zebedee say? They said, we are able, man. That's the attitude you have to take. Like, fuck it, man. No matter what I go through, I just got to do it, man. I just got to do it. Well, that's what the sons of Zebedee, that's how they came off. The sons of Zebedee. They said, we are able. And Yahushua said, you going to drink indeed. And now, brothers and sisters out there, you find your way to this truth. You drinking indeed. And that cup is strong. Your afflictions are very strong. That's why the scriptures say to endure to the end, because it was warning you, and it was telling you the key. It was warning you, like, look, you're gonna go through some stuff. You gotta endure to the end, and the key is to stay to the end, stay in this thing. You know what I'm saying? Let me move, man. It's a whole demon right here yelling about something, man. I don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this person, they yelling so loud, it feel like you can hear it through the car. But yeah, so look, brothers and sisters out there, man, what the Spirit of the Lord been putting in my mind today is just about persevering through this God-forsaken world. This world is gonna make you feel like an outcast. It's gonna make you feel like you're not you're not wanted and all of that. And we have to persevere through all of that. Okay? We have to persevere through all of that. You're going to constantly want to see righteousness be established, and you're not going to see it as long as Esau's ruling. As long as we here, you're not going to see it. And we have to persevere through all what we're going through and what we're seeing. This is Matthew's, and this is the reward for doing such a beautiful job of persevering. Matthew's 19:27. Then answered Peter and said unto him, behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What should we have therefore? And that's what we did. We've literally put everything on the back burner to serve Yahweh Shema Shai. And we've been persevering through the hardships of, the hardships of keeping the Lord. Keeping the Lord, people. Like I said, you get put in that outcast range. You get put in that not feeling wanted range. Nobody really care about what it is you're complaining about. You know what I mean? But we persevere. We've forsaken all. And it says, and Yahweh said unto them, verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit on the throne of his glory, ye shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. And everyone that have forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake, for Yahweh Shema Shai's sake, shall receive 100-fold and shall inherit everlasting life. So for persevering and sticking to the right thing, Yahweh Shema Shai gonna give us everlasting life and 100-fold of what we lost, what we gave up to serve the Lord. And that's why I titled it, The Strength It Takes to Persevere. Through the spirit and power, Yahweh Shema Shai Akim, and you little bit of sisters out there, Akwaf, keep on persevering. Yahweh Shema Shai Barakathum. Hope you was edified. Shalom.